Hey guys, how are you doing? Good. So we're gonna do a Scorpio reading, a Scorpio Rising reading, and we're gonna use my Divine Goddess deck. So this is gonna be for all my Scorpio Risings. I want to say Scorpio Moon and Risings because I feel like the two are going to resonate very, very strongly together, but we'll say my Scorpio Risings. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're new, hello, welcome. If you're an original, hello, thank you for being one of my biggest supporters. I truly appreciate you guys. So this is going to be messages for my Scorpio Risings, where they're going through the planet retrogrades. This is going to be a message that's going to be both intuitive and channeled, as well as we're going to kind of let the Divine Angel and deck kind of spiritually guide us in what it needs to say. First of all, I want to start by saying, as I'm shuffling, there seems to be no cards that are being chaotic, which is fantastic. That means my Scorpio Risings are showing an energy of being very centered, focused, and more potentially looking for intuitive guidance and or to make sure that their messages are on the right track. So first card out. Awesome. Yes, we have many choices, so that could be why we're here, trying to decide of all these options, what options are going to be here for us, which ones are going to bring us the Ace of Cups, new absolute ultimate fulfillment when it comes to love, happiness, abundance, trying to decide, potentially meditating on whether or not we're getting the absolute truth in a situation, and or a message, whether or not we're getting a clear message, and whether we're being recognized and or heard for this message. It looks like we walked away from some things that no longer served us. It does look like potentially someone we were potentially trying to manifest, whether this was business and or someone that could be an earth sign. It looks like we're no longer trying to manifest that, and or they're no longer manifesting that because someone couldn't come forward with the truth, and so you decided to meditate on it, and recognize that you needed to walk away from what no longer served you because of the fact that you had a whole bunch of abundance and options. Now I'm getting a second story, kind of explain this. It does look like we are getting the truth on the fact, and or we're seeing the truth in a situation that someone is not wanting to work any further with us, whether we're not wanting to work further with them, or whether they're choosing to go to something that no longer suits one of you. It looks like one has meditated on the situation. Maybe one does not feel as though they are as passionate over a situation as the other. It looks as though potentially Scorpios, you are showing up as a King of Cups and or Queen of Cups. Technically, we are, well, I want to, yeah, we are, gender does not matter here, because we know, and or we're learning, if you're new, that the yin and yang, we have both inside of us. So it could be more of a Scorpio masculine, and that makes sense because of the fact that if you, Scorpio rising, are taking, you know, the lead on deciding to separate from what no longer serves you, even if it is something that you wanted and you're choosing to walk away from a situation that no longer serves you, because what it seems as though you bring more to the picture, period, and or situation, and so you're going to do what you need to do now, and you're going to be curious about new opportunities. You feel as though potentially this person that you're walking away from was distracted. That's the best way I can put it. And it looks like, yeah, foolish and distracted. Third party at the end of the books. And you are like, I don't need your truth. I know the truth. And I'm going to take my options and take my new opportunities and go elsewhere. And release, tending and looking into building any sort of stability and or passionate foundation. towards the situation any further. So let's, and no longer getting guidance from others, no longer celebrating this connection. Very interesting. Looking into building new financial opportunities and or new fulfillment opportunities and or both. People that have multiple different things. Okay. I do want to point out that the Seven of Cups could point out that some of the options are not the safest, and that's probably why we're here right now. So let's tap into the Seven of Cups. What options should my Scorpio risings be prepared of? It does look like there was fighting over some sort of person that was trying to, they had a lack mentality. It could be a fire and or earth sign, and or could just be someone else, and they're just showing finances and passions. Usually we're passionate towards what we do when we work, right? Not always, but sometimes that is the case too. It can be interpreted that way, and we're using our higher guidance and or knowledge on deciding to just be the boss that we are. Tell me about this fighting. Where are my Scorpio risings at when it comes to this situation? It looks like you're no longer juggling something of the past anymore. We're leaving the past in the past. So any issues that my Scorpio risings are going to have to deal with when it comes to this Seven of Cups, I think it's only going to be great options because you guys seem like you are very aware, but just anything that, is there any messages just to make sure that they don't need to know about or be warned? Cards flipped right out. If you do end up encountering potentially someone who ghosted you of the past, continue to no longer look into that situation. So someone comes back that has ghosted you in the past, randomly choose to move forward like you are. Just be cautiously aware that your gut is onto something. They do not have finances. They decided to not make a blind choice. They decided to make you feel out in the cold, and this is the justice that they deserve. Okay? Okay. So let's look at this new financial endeavors when it comes to Scorpio risings. And I have to say, you guys, you know. Okay, so it looks like new work endeavors. Let's tap into the Scorpio rising work endeavors. Things are needing to get figured out. Where's my divine? How for my Scorpio risings? 3 cards. You potentially have an Oprah coming in. I almost just said Oprah coming in. I don't even know why. That is hilarious. But we're gonna go with it, okay? Obviously that was a channel message. We could be looking into different business opportunities, potentially past, present, future with an emperor. Potentially we thought that they were going to be making financial bliss with us, but the reality is we no longer want to manifest with them, so that's one out. They could be trying to come back. I don't know why that message is pushing itself, if it is. If it's you, it looks like you no longer are passionately interested in the situation, and or vice versa, but they are coming back up from the past. And or it randomly is you're thinking about it for whatever reason, whether their energy is thinking about it, whether you're thinking about it, whether people around them are thinking about you and it's pulling you, I'm not sure, but it looks like someone's not listening. Someone is you're no longer looking into manifesting any sort of family bond with them. No longer celebrating that commitment. Okay, so let's just tap in. I just heard move on. Why should I move on? If you stay in that commitment and or situation financially with an emperor, if you are an emperor, if you stay in whatever interesting. In whatever situation you're in, if you choose to stay in it. And guess what happened? So when I was shuffling, guess what spinned around in a circle and flipped? Right as I was saying, if you chose to sit and the cards hit the thing like that, this spinned all the way around. So you'll end up losing fulfillment and you'll end up losing finances. Okay, this is a karmic thing. Again, if you choose to ignore the divine, you ignore the divine and you reap what you sow. That's what I just heard, actually. Whoever ghosted in the past, they have not good intent. Again, again, again. A third party, they're not going to be open about options, and they're not going to be open about the fact that they did still miss you. They're going to stay closed off. It looks like a fool walked away from potentially this ending, went and ran off to have strength over the fact that potentially a water sign such as yourself no longer wants to build with them because of the fact that you found out that while you were waiting for their fulfillment, they were giving it elsewhere, and they were juggling and not coming in and being honest while you were sitting there meditating and building financial this is someone that knows how to juggle all elements. So you're coming in as, I know how to juggle everything, and I'm meditating, and what? You're just, what? To the other person. And they still can't even recognize it. You're like, so you have nothing to show for yourself, and I have everything, and you're still trying to tell me that I'm crazy. By the way, guys, I'm deciding whether or not I just want to do another channel, which is Scorpio Rising only channel. So let me know in the comment if you are interested in doing that. I could just change this channel to Scorpio Risings and then have you guys leave comments on your sign. If you ever want a sign read, then you could just leave a comment and then I would do it for that sign. Leave comments to let me know what you guys think, Scorpio Risings, because I know that's most of my tribe here. Scorpios. I love it. My vibe. Okay. So totally vibing, and just so you know, I had to keep the readings under 20 minutes because something's going on with YouTube, so I can just do another one for, sooner than later. Leave comments. I appreciate the communication. As my chart is all about communication, but like just to know what you guys need. Yeah, so I don't have to sit and think about all the chaotic energy, and I just know. It looks like, again, we are no longer... Someone who potentially wasn't coming in is getting judgment or enlightenment regarding finances. They could potentially now be seeing you as a person with options and who's no longer waiting for them to decide what they're going to do financially or spiritually. Sorry, guys. So I was getting told to grab another tarot deck, so I grabbed my steampunk. I'm hearing steampunk. I'm getting really hot all of a sudden. So this is for my Scorpio Rising. So can we please tap into my Scorpio Rising? Slippery. Keep your dirty thoughts to yourself. So someone is a squirter. And obviously it is good for someone. Someone is thinking about that. Could be someone thinking about coming in at night. It does look like a person that is looking into a message regarding finances and or received a message of finances that is all of a sudden thinking about coming in. The thing is, though, it's the King of Pentacles reversed, which means they're financially not doing well. How did the same message come out in a different deck, you guys? How did the same message come out on a different deck? Even though Dick is what was wanting to show up, they could be saying, oh, it's not working out with who I am. Well, obviously, now that you are financially fucked, now all of a sudden you're interested in such a earth sign response. Except for actually most earth spines, maybe it's an earth sign not using their spine, like their backbone. Like they don't like to work. They're lazy. 10 of Wands, they're trying to come in, try to heal something from the past. What mood and mind? What do my Scorpio risings want to know right now? Like, what is the message they want to know right now? Interesting. Just so you know, other people are making... Someone is going to try to come in that used to be your wish because they see who you are now. You might have called them out. Or someone did. Someone called them out. Or someone could be making them feel bad. Just like always like on their ass about shit. Which is why they decided to cut you off, because they just wanted to get this person off their back. This is a person of their past. I don't know why I said of their past. Of their past. They're telling you the truth, or you're finding out, or what you already knew. You could be a very intuitive being. All I want to say, Scorpio Risings, is everything you need to know, you know. Right now. Right now. Ew. Whatever. I'm not happy with my hair right now. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm growing it out again because I saw this picture I took and my hair was like so. It's going to be that one again. So what do my Scorpio, where emotionally are my Scorpio risings at right now? Well, I feel like I kind of know that. Okay, where emotionally are my Scorpio risings at that I need to know right now? Okay, so we're not as cool and calm and collected as we appear. Okay. Okay. So, what do we need to hear, period? It's a wee bit more complicated. What do we need to know that will clear us from this complicated? Perfect. We are on a path right now where the devil's in our past. That means something, Scorpio Rising. The devil is in our past, the person from the past that's coming back. It was me. We no longer have the strength, remember, to go forward with the situation. What? They now all of a sudden wants you because all of a sudden they realize, oh my gosh, you know everything and you have everything and this and this and this. No longer have the strength for your shit. Remember, that's why I left to begin with. That's why you left. Remember all those lies. You pretending to be all passionate, but in reality you were sleeping and not doing shit, and you were meeting other people and wanting new opportunities with them and pouting because you weren't following the divine trail. Scorpios, move on. Scorpio Rising. Okay, last card for my Scorpio Risings. Last card. Three clarifiers. Thank you. Okay, for my Scorpio Risings that are wondering if this person is still attached to someone, yes, they are. There's just fighting going on. That's why they're coming in. For my Scorpio Risings that are wondering, looking into different financial opportunities, if you are fighting in any sort of situation regarding money, move on from the situation. Okay? Okay. For my Scorpio Risings that are looking into walking away from situations where there was nothing but conflict and negative people creating negative energy within the situation, whether they're around the people involved in the situation, you know how it works energetically. If not, watch other readings. Actually, if you don't know how it works, watch my reading that tells you about me as a YouTube reader, and you'll find out. For those that are looking to releasing the baggage, the fighting, the crucifying, all that bullshit, basically, you're now looking into making sure that you are on a spiritual path and you're releasing anyone and anything that no longer serves you. And if that means you need to be alone, you need to be alone. But no cards right now regarding if you're having any sort of issues regarding work and or love and or someone juggling work and love and or you know what I mean, this was your message to not worry about balancing it anymore. Thanks for being here. Love you. Bye.